Did you know that every single day you could be silently destroying your test levels? And by test, I of course mean testosterone. That is right, your habits might be sabotaging your potential for increased bone mass, thicker facial hair, more height, more muscle growth, and even sharper facial features. And here's the worst part, you don't even know you're doing them. In this video, I'm going to expose the top 5 most common test killers, things you're probably doing right now, and I'll tell you how they're holding you back from reaching your full potential. The first one, poor sleep. Think about the last time you pulled an all-nighter or maybe spent a couple hours scrolling before bed. Did you feel strong or energetic the next day? No, you didn't. Poor sleep is one of the fastest ways to shoot your hormones to bits. The science behind it is simple. Most of your testosterone production happens during your sleep, particularly during your REM cycles. If you are not getting up to 7 or 8 hours of sleep that are quality each night, your body's actual ability to produce testosterone is severely impaired. Studies show that even 1 week of sleeping fewer than 5 hours a night can lower testosterone levels by 10 to 15%. That is a big deal. So if you wake up groggy and are dependent on caffeine, for example, and you stay up late and scroll on your phone, and you have an inconsistent sleep schedule that frequently changes, fix it. Create a strict sleep routine. Consider completely eliminating blue light from being able to enter your eyes a couple hours before bed with a pair of these, and invest in blackout curtains, or if you want a cheaper alternative, use a night mask. If your sleep is trash, your test is trash. It's the easiest fix, but most people ignore it. Now, I want to make a point of saying I want your sleep schedule to be good 90% of the time. No, that's not optimal. You would get better test production and better hormones in general if you had a perfectly strict routine. So why 90%? Remember, with any advice I give, even if doing it maximally is going to make it more optimal, it doesn't mean you should deny yourself an occasional night out with friends, for example. That is just as important too. Remember that this is a self-improvement journey to make your life better, not a rigorous, strict routine as a self-improvement machine that can't have fun along the way. This is just for the people out there that are wondering, oh, I was gonna go out that Friday, but I promised myself I'd stick to that perfect sleep schedule, go out and make some memories. Less optimal for test, but it's like what they say with dieting. One bad meal won't make you unhealthy, and one great meal won't make you healthy either. It's all about your net improvement. Are you improving mostly on the whole? The second one is, of course, eating processed foods. That is a hormonal disaster. Every time you eat junk food, processed food, sugary food, or just processed garbage, you are killing your test and all of your hormones. Here's the science. Processed foods are filled with something called trans fat. This disrupts your test production by increasing inflammation and reducing testicular function. You heard me right. Also, refined sugars cause insulin spikes, which lower testosterone and increase cortisol, otherwise known as the stress hormone. Replace processed foods as a whole. If you're serious about self-improvement, cut them out. Eat nutrient-dense whole foods like steak, eggs, red meat, and dark leafy greens, and a lot of fruit. Prioritize foods that are rich in zinc, like shellfish, or magnesium. You find those in almonds, and healthy fats like avocados, all of which are essential for your test production. Your diet isn't just about energy, it's the fuel your hormones rely on. If you're eating junk, your test is junk. The third one, this is actually a huge one, it is chronic stress. Stress might feel unavoidable, but letting it dominate your life is most definitely going to disrupt your test production. Like I said before, chronic stress triggers the release of cortisol, which directly suppresses test. Stress also disrupts your sleep and increases your cravings for junk food, compounding the problem. That is why I'm so big on breathwork, meditation, mindfulness, and practicing gratitude. I don't actually talk about it enough. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in that side of things, because it is a significant portion of my day. Make sure you're prioritizing physical activity, like resistance training, to naturally lower your cortisol and boost your test, and set boundaries for unnecessary stresses in your life. Know when it's time to step back from something that is destroying your mental. Another test killer, the fourth one, lack of vitamin D. When was the last time you went outside and soaked up the sun? If you're spending all day indoors, you are robbing yourself of one of nature's most powerful testosterone boosters, vitamin D. Vitamin D actually acts as a hormone in your body. It plays a direct role in testosterone production. So if you're constantly outdoors, whether it's at school, whether it's at work, whether you're gaming, or if you're relying on artificial light throughout the day, or if you feel lethargic and experience seasonal mood swings, spend 15 to 30 minutes a day in sunlight, ideally in the morning, to optimize your circadian rhythm, help you sleep better, get more test. I would also supplement with quality vitamin D3 during the winter times. That is what I am currently doing. As you can tell, I'm extremely pale, at least for my skin tone. I go a lot more tan than this. And also, pro tip, pair vitamin D with healthy fats for better absorption. Your test levels depend on sunlight. If you're not getting enough, your body can't function at its best. And the fifth test killer, which I'm sure all of you watching this are somewhat guilty of, a sedentary lifestyle. Testosterone needs movement. Lack of movement throughout the day reduces blood flow and oxygen to your muscles, which impairs your test. And resistance training and high intensity interval training has been shown to boost your test by a significant amount. While a sedentary lifestyle, sitting down at the office, sitting down at school, sitting down when you're doing whatever you're doing at home, instead of moving about, has the opposite effect on your hormones. So what you need to do is train 3 to 5 times a week. Compound movements are great, like squats, deadlifts, and bench. Incorporate walking all the time. Walking is one of the best things you can do. If you've got some work to do on your phone, do it while you go for a walk. If you've got a call to have with a friend, do it while you go on a walk. If you've got a book that you need to read, chuck it on an audiobook and go for a walk. Stay active in your free time and you will be good. Pro tips if you opt for hobbies that get you moving. Swimming, boxing, hiking. If you know me, you know I'm a sucker for boxing. I think it's such a great form of cardio and so important to do as a man especially. But remember that a sedentary lifestyle is a weak lifestyle. So if you want to maximize your testosterone, movement is not even an option. You need to do it. So yes, all 5 of these things are absolutely destroying your test if they're not optimized. But the good news is every single one of these is in your control. Fix your sleep. You can clean up your diet, you can manage your stress, you can get outside, and you can start moving. Remember that testosterone is the foundation of your growth if you are in your developing years as a man. And the habits you build today will define how you look tomorrow. So take control and make the changes you need to make. And if you are serious about self-improvement, check the description. I have put a free, non-negotiable, no excuses checklist in there to help you out. Just print a load of them, follow them daily, tick off all of the boxes, and become a winner. Hopefully that gets you back on track and becoming your most attractive, most confident, most healthy version of yourself. Much love, gang.